Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, yo, it's the best of Loveline. I'm Adam, that's Dr. Drew.
You need the very best of Loveline.
Well,
this would qualify.
This could be it.
Yeah, this is it.
Andy Dick coming in tonight. Also, Trista from
Bachelorette.
Yeah. And 311.
I wonder if they're still married now.
311. Probably broken up.
Yeah.
Of 311, Jack Black and Kyle Gass from Tenacious D. So, big night. Let's get it started with Andy Dick. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Andy Dick in the house, Drew. You go, girl. You go, girl.
He would be in the house.
In the house.
Dr.
No wider
Drew in the hizzy.
No wider woman than Jan Carl, by the way, if anyone knows Jan Carl, who does a little I think she's on Entertainment Tonight, used to do local news. I mean, good looking, seems affable, but no wider woman than her. And the second widest woman is Kim Cattrall. And you go, girl. Oh, it's such a disaster. Andy Dick, everybody.
Did you see Cynthia Nixon?
No, I didn't. Oh, yes, I think I did.
She's also from Sex and the City.
I like her.
Yes.
I like her a lot. I did a movie with her called Advice from a Caterpillar. And during that time, like I spent about a month with her, I wrote a limerick. I haven't really written a lot of limericks, but this one just came to me.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. About Cynthia
Nixon.
The redhead?
The redhead from Sex and the City. It doesn't make sense, and it's not true at all, but it just rhymed.
Okay.
So I liked it. And, you know, limericks are supposed to be nasty.
Yeah.
There once was an old actress named Nixon who was known as the Great Broadway Vixen because she was on Broadway like 9 times. There was at one point she had 2 Broadway shows going at the same time.
How do you do
she was
that?
in the Act 1
like
of one
Flintstones?
and Act 2 of the other. She ran downtown to the next one. I swear to God. So
well,
let me start over.
Let me just say this. When I do there once was a man from Nantucket, I don't stop and go.
Okay, yeah.
That's on the eastern
But just
seaboard.
so you know, you have to know about her. Listen, okay, ready? There once was an old actress named Nixon, and I love that right away because she's not really old. I really got her, you know. There once was an old actress named Nixon who was known as the Great Broadway Vixen. When going for parts, she used all her smarts, which included the shoving of Dixon.
Oh.
She must have loved that. She must have loved it. She must have been truly moved.
Andy just gave us a bizarre sort of, what would you call it? Macabre. Deviant meets macabre. Look.
Oh, I love that.
I mean, Andy Dick just asleep is scary enough, but when he gives you the sort of macabre, that one eyebrow, that Vincent Price look when he would turn
That's weird that you
to the
said
camera.
Vincent Price, because earlier this evening here, I felt very like Vincent Price.
Really?
I did. I didn't say anything about it. I'm not kidding.
Did you feel Vincent Price?
Yes.
True. Have I ever mentioned Vincent Price on the air?
No, and I've never felt like him before.
He must be here.
Right.
That's frickin' weird.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
He could be here with us.
All right.
And we have a song for later, though.
Okay.
Let's help some people.
Okay.
Let's help some people.
Let's do that. Blair?
Yeah, how you guys doing?
You're 20. What's up?
I'm 20. All right. Back when I was 8 years old, me and this girl, we played doctor and had, little crazy fun like kids do. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering if, because of that, I may have some pedophile tendencies.
Well, playing doctor is usually sort of an exposing of oneself to one another. It's not sexual and it's not directed towards intercourse.
Okay, yeah, we didn't have intercourse, but we just, fooled around.
What does that mean?
Looked at each other's, private parts and played kind of like house and stuff like that, kid.
What does that mean?
What does what mean?
What does that mean, playing house?
Oh, like I'm the dad, she's
Yeah, but Andy, you're not making the case strong for him.
I'm the dad, she's the mom, or I'm the dad and she'd come home and I'd spank her and stuff like that.
That's all right.
It's spanking.
Yeah.
But listen, hold on a second. That's not why you're into young chicks.
No,
I mean,
well, he's wondering if he got abused
No.
or some sort of.
well, I mean, here's the thing: 8-year-old guys, 8-year-old dudes, lads. Now, here's the thing: 8-year-olds are very curious, and they do that. Show me mine, and I'll show you your stuff. And then as they go on, that guy becomes curious about 12-year-olds, and then 15-year-olds, and then 20-year-olds, and then when he becomes a producer in his 40s, then he goes back down to 17-year-olds again. But you should, at age 20, be interested in 20-year-olds, if not 27-years-olds. Anything you can get.
I am also, but if I see it's not so much 8-year-olds, but like I don't hesitate to look at like a 12-year-old to a 16-year-old, and like
all right, but what is that? I mean, look,
that's different.
You don't act on it, though.
You don't do
anything.
anything.
I don't act on it, but sometimes like I'll fantasize or masturbate to it.
But sometimes there's a 15-year-old that really she looks like she's 21.
I mean, let's face it.
That's just Let's
face it.
There's nothing wrong. Just don't do anything because you'll go to jail.
You were going to say something about your history.
Well, I did all that. I played doctor. There was a girl named Kathleen when I was little, and she insisted on playing a game called the Bad Piano Teacher.
Wow.
And she was teaching me how to play the piano, but then we'd always wind up naked.
Sure. Well,
that was when I was 9.
I guess a bad piano teacher would work that way.
Yeah.
That's when he was 9 or
and doctor, and we played stripper.
Same role
and I did the same games with my guy friends. I mean, I played butt bongos.
What? Sure.
Yeah, I remember. I have a vivid memory of before being in first grade. I must have been in kindergarten, of having all my friends lined up on like a picnic bench playing butt bongos on their bare asses, and my mom tapping on the back window going tick 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 tick. No. Like shaking her head and wagging her finger. No. I can still see that. And me thinking, what's wrong with this? A little harmless butt bongo on my friends' asses.
And this is in South Carolina?
No, that was in Connecticut. I've lived in like 9 different states.
Were you sexually abused?
Well, I think there was a whole couple of years that I do not remember where I was sent away. First of all, I was adopted. You know that.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I was adopted.
I didn't know.
I
didn't know that.
Well, right away, like.
At birth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever gotten contact?
Yeah, I found my mom.
Wow. You found her?
She's in Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, boy.
I found her.
When did you find her?
Maybe only about 5 or less years ago.
Did she know who you were?
No, because she didn't. I mean, she knew who I was.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, she quickly found out. Like, she hadn't been watching. I think she had seen news radio, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But she didn't know that was me.
Right. But she knew it must. I mean, it's got to be. Look, when
it was awkward for both of us.
Yeah, but when the kid is somebody who you've seen on TV, who's a personality, comes up to you, it's got to be bizarre on bizarre.
I bet this questionnaire probably has a lot to do with that kind of stuff. Because you're in the womb for 9 months, and you get and there's a bond that's formed, and then you get taken away. That was shocking.
So you can
remember that.
I think I went. I've done a lot of therapy.
So you remember that feeling
and other things, and I've had that kind of panicky, horribly panicky, like I'm going to die kind of feeling if somebody goes away and doesn't come back.
So hold on, you were adopted from the beginning.
Yeah. But then I was sent away a couple years into it because my mom she wanted somebody else to help teach me how to be potty trained, how to like go to the bathroom in a toilet.
What?
Yeah.
Sent you away?
I got sent away to like a grandparent.
Crap Academy?
That was creepy.
What were they like?
Well, I don't remember that part. That's just creepy.
So when did you find out? Quiet down.
All I remember is picking eggs from the barn. Picking out eggs.
When did you find out you were adopted?
Oh, I knew my whole life.
But did you know when you were 2?
Yeah. There was a book laying around, a children's book called The Chosen Child. Mm-hmm. So they tried to like put that spin on it.
Right.
Like you're the special chosen one.
Your mom didn't want you. You're so special. Your biological mom.
Yeah, they didn't put that part in there. They put that somebody picked you out of a bunch of them. We wanted you out of all these others. But then as you grow up, you realize, what about the one that there was somebody out there who didn't want me?
Right.
That's the part they leave out.
Yeah, well, and
then you have to deal with it later.
That's all right.
That's fine. I'm looking. I'm fine.
No, you landed on your feet, buddy. That's the important part.
Not quite.
All right, so you always knew you were adopted.
Like a cat.
Now, do you think that's a good idea? I mean, I know it's hard to tell.
You know what's good these days, and it happens a lot, are these open adoptions where the mother is in contact. I mean, if they can handle that.
You think you would have liked that?
That would have been cool. That would have been cool because my mother, who I just met recently, might have been the one to potty train me, and that would have been cooler.
That's a fantasy, though, because the reality is she's the one that...
She gave you the boot.
Yeah, she was 17. There's a reason why.
So when you saw when you went and contacted and found your biological mother, was she hard to find?
Yeah, it took me years.
And you did find her, and then she recognized you from TV. It must have been bizarre for her because she didn't know that's who you were.
Yeah, that was.
What was her last name? What name was
Tomlinson.
That name?
I would have been. She probably wouldn't have named me Andy, so I would have been something.
It was probably 50-50 chance.
Something Tomlinson.
And
my head writer on the Andy Dick Show is Tomlinson.
And you found her. Now, do you stay in touch with her?
Rarely. I don't know why.
Is it?
I just don't.
When you guys left, how was she doing?
Last time I talked to her?
Well, I mean, was it sort of a disappointment? Was there fantasy?
Yeah, it was like, it wasn't all, it was crap. I thought it would explain a lot. I thought it would close doors, open other doors.
Come into focus,
things
you'd have closure.
Come into focus, everything would fall into place, and I had closure. All those terms, and nothing really happened.
Of course.
Right.
Nothing.
And all that happened in the 30 years prior to that.
Yeah, I was raised by two other people that I consider my parents.
I've never heard of parents sending kids away. I mean, there's
that's not good.
In American history, there's never been a high school age, non-potty trained child.
Yeah, I know.
With a normal brain.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you, I think it did.
You can't handle potty training.
It did more damage than good.
Of course,
I think,
you've already
because,
been abandoned once.
Yeah, and in the end, I wet the bed till I think I stopped 2 months ago.
I was a bedwetter myself.
Till when? I mean, I really wet the bed till late.
I think
till I had my first girlfriend.
Oh, no, he did it on his girlfriend, Adam.
Oh well,
I did too. Yeah, that being drunk doesn't count.
Plus, she had it coming. I mean, she was kind of asking for it. I mean, she was asleep, but it's the way she was asleep. I can tell. I know by person's sleeping posture when they're asking for number one and when they're asking for number two.
Hot Carl. But, yeah, I did the same thing.
All right. Well, look, Andy.
Were you abused?
No, I was neglected.
I was neglected. I was neglected as well.
Not abused, just neglected. Yeah. Although I find that a form of abuse.
Oh,
it is.
Yeah.
It is. I'm trying to stop that cycle with my kids. That's what I'm trying. That's why I want to move in.
That's
closer.
why one lives in Pasadena and never sees them.
I'm trying to move in closer to Topanga.
Yeah,
because they're still very young, and it would be nice to see them more often.
Dan,
hi.
You're 18.
Yeah. I was wondering. I was watching News Radio, and I was wondering, what was it like working with Phil Hartman?
He was great.
Yeah, because you passed away, and I just started getting into News Radio, and I really liked the reruns.
Yeah, well, he was just great. He was like the best person you could ever want as your friend. To me, he was like the father that I never had. I wasn't very close to my father. Mm-hmm. So, the guy that adopted me, I respected him and looked up to him, but I didn't see him much.
What did your biological mother say about your biological father?
The one I'd never have met him.
I know.
And I plan on meeting him. I plan on putting that on TV.
Could she tell you?
Oh, really?
Yeah. That would make good TV. She said he was an amateur boxer and a bricklayer, and claims that I'm not his.
Oh, really?
Like, that didn't happen.
You do seem a little too sharp to come from that dull a mind. But all right.
No, but maybe he's a smarty. I want to meet him. I think that'll be really interesting.
And what about back to Phil Hartman?
We could do that. So he used to he took me under his wing.
He did.
Yeah, he gave me advice. I would go to him for advice. He would, we actually, I would go to his house for holidays. And no one in the cast did. Just
How did his wife seem?
She was awesome, and she was 9 years sober.
Really?
Yeah, she had solid sobriety. And, back then, I was, I think Phil maybe smoked a little pot maybe, but not much. He was a clean guy.
Right.
Barely drank. He really liked old cars, and he liked his airplane.
Oh.
And he had toys like that.
Oh. Breaks my heart.
I know, he was just the greatest, kindest, most generous and funny guy you could ever want to know.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of guys you miss. I mean, whenever someone dies before their time, it's a tragedy. But there's guys whose work you miss, and in comedy, there's not too many of them really. I mean, Chris Farley. I'm sorry he's gone, but I don't miss his work. I didn't need to see Beverly Hills Ninja 3 or anything like that.
I think he was funny.
All right, he had his moments, but
he's funny.
The point is Phil Hartman, I missed the guy's work.
Yeah, he was
the guy. When he was on SNL and when he would do his voice, do his voiceover stuff on The Simpsons and stuff. I mean,
he was a real
really good.
Yeah, he was on Pee Wee Herman show too.
Yeah, he loved to work. He loved to work. And you know who also was like that was John Ritter, because we were on the same night, so I got to know him. He was also on News Radio. John Ritter had like a 5-arc story on News Radio where he came in as a therapist to help out in the workplace, and just like Phil, generous and kind and loving. And you know what it is? I think I really do believe this. They get to go to heaven. Because they're just great people. They get to go to heaven. We have to stay here, hell on earth.
Yeah, I did a pilot with Ritter. And
Wasn't he nice?
He was a great guy, and I was just sitting around thinking, Yasser Arafat, been in the Captain Kirk seat for like 42 years. Fidel Castro's been in office for like 45 years. John Ritter, pow, he's gone. Really? This how it works? John Ritter's got to go. Fidel Castro and Yasser Arafat they just keep going forever, boy.
Yeah.
They just keep going. Princess Di, John Ritter, you guys are out. Arafat,
Castro,
Khomeini, you guys keep it rolling. Keep the party going. Really, that's the plan. That's the plan. Idi Amin, you go in your 90s. You go, girl. You go, girl. I mean, you realize, like John Ritter's, died. Phil Hartman, I don't know what he is, late 40s, early 50s when he goes.
Yeah, like around 50.
John Ritter, mid 50s when he goes. Whoever these guys going in their late 40s, early 50s. Fidel Castro just getting started at 50, boy.
Oh yeah.
He had, he was just coming into his own, and Yasser Arafat, these guys were just coming in, just getting their business going in their later 40s, mid 40s, and nothing ever stops them. Nothing. No valve. Nothing pops off. Nothing. They just keep going and going and going, and they have the most dangerous job in the world. They never get assassinated. Nothing ever happens. No plane crashes. No booby traps. No bombs in suitcases. No hitmen. No poisoning. No nothing. Just you're Yasser Arafat. You're living in the most volatile region of the world, and you're just sitting on the throne for 40 years. Nothing. Jesus Christ.
That's not fair.
John Ritter, pow. Great. That is a great plan. But God's got a plan. Don't question. Don't question. There's a reason he's taken John, and Yasser is going to celebrate his 50th anniversary over there. There's a reason. Don't ask. There's a reason. Believe me, there's a reason.
We don't know.
Very important reason. He needed John. He doesn't need Yasser. He needs John.
He wants the fun one.
He wants the fun one. He doesn't need Yasser up there. Holly?
Hello?
You're 17?
Yeah.
What's up?
Sorry. The street sweeper is coming to taste my house right now. I'm so sorry.
You have the street sweeper, you're calling from Chicago. It blows by at like 1 in the morning?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Wow. All right.
Okay. Do you have my info in front of you? Or what?
Go ahead. Tell us about it.
My boyfriend's 21, and I'm 17, and I've been with him for about 6 months, and I trust him completely, but we just had sex like 4 weeks ago, maybe, and that's basically why I trust him, but I went and met his parents a couple of days ago, and he told them that I'm 19, and he's been telling all his friends that I'm like older age, and they don't know that I'm still in high school. And I'm really not sure whether or not I should stay with him.
How old is he? 18?
He's 21.
Oh, 21.
Maybe he's concerned about the legal issues here, Holly.
Yeah.
That somebody's going to sort of call him on it.
I'm really not sure if I should stay with him or not, because it's hard for me to decide whether or not I should stay with him, because he's met my parents, but they don't know how old he is. They just assume that he's still in high school, but he's not even the second year of college.
Yeah.
At 21, he's only been in college 2 years?
Yeah.
Seems like too much college for 21 for where I'm from. It still sounds like high school age. Well, wait a minute. You want to break up with him because he's lying, because he's sort of trying to protect himself legally?
No, there's other things, too.
All right. Then break up. Yeah. Then break up.
He's got to be a bad guy.
Look, here's the whole thing. If you're a 17-year-old chick, and you're calling us and you want to know, like, if you should break up, then you should break up. Because at 17, you should be writing your first name with his last name and seeing how it would sound. Ooh, Holly Fagenbaum Roseberg. Yeah.
But it's also, relationships aren't supposed to last forever at that age. And if you're not feeling right, one thing you don't know how to do is end the relationship. And if it's feeling uncomfortable or not right, get on with it. Go ahead.
Andy, please stop flipping through that. Andy's looking at the book that Dr. Alter brought with guys getting their dongs cut off, and it's a disaster. Put it this way. Every one of those pictures looks like someone just dropped an M80 in their underpants. Isn't that what it looks like?
It really does. It's very...
It really does. They're sane people, all those people. They just needed their penises cut off. All right. Andy's going to do a song for us.
Yes.
Now, I think we're going to take a break first. Okay? Well, when we come back, he's going to do one I requested, I believe.
Oh, well, we have a new one that will be your new favorite.
Oh, so I will be requesting this song 2 years from now.
Yeah.
And then you'll be refusing to play it and playing a new one?
Yes.
Okay, this is an interesting cycle.
Yes.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. It's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Trista is our guest tonight. She's the Bachelorette. Dr. Drew, big into Trista. I know it's tight. But Trista, think a little more into the game, man, because I'm rugged. You know what I mean?
You're rugged.
He's good around the house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I am a physical therapist, so the whole doctor thing.
Yeah.
That must make you crazy.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
And you ended up specifically in pediatric physical therapy?
Mm-hmm.
That was after you did physical therapy licensing, you did a sub-specialization?
No, I went to physical therapy school, got my master's, and then my first job was in pediatrics.
So you just became specialized there through on the job?
Yeah, I did my clinicals, a couple of them in pediatrics, and that's why. Where did I do? Riley Hospital in Indianapolis. Mm-hmm. And at a couple different places, but it was very short term. But Miami Children's had a spot, and they only accept, they don't take really entry-level people all that often if they don't have pediatric experience. But since I had this clinical experience, they thought, we'll take a...
Is this kids with chronic disabilities? Or
It's all varieties. I treated both outpatient and inpatient. I'd see post-op kids. I'd see cardiac kids. I went in the NICU. I saw syndromes and developmental delay, prematurity, everything.
Yep. And now, screw the kids. You got to do corresponding for extra.
No, I really want to do something with kids after. Yeah. Whether it's volunteering or going back to
sign their
pediatrics.
autographs on your way to your mansion.
I really want to have kids.
Now, listen, Drew turned his back on the community and stomped on his hypocrite coat as well. It's all right. You guys are going to make a buck. Now, let's see. Kevin over here, who's 13's got a question for Trista. Kevin?
Hey, Adam.
Hey.
Hey. Well, before I start, I just want to say that you're my god and hero and all that. And
thank you.
It's always very scary to hear from a 13-year-old.
Thank you.
Well, and I really look up to you and the things you do in life. Sure. And people should respect you more because you worked hard to get where you are today.
You're damn straight. Damn straight I did.
People should respect him more. Huh?
Yeah, people don't respect me enough, Drew.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone listen to Adam.
Where I come from. Drew with his silver spoon in his mouth. His daddy paying his way into school, taking care of him, doing his homework for him. Not me.
Yes, sir, Mr. Carolla.
That's right. All right.
Yeah, so, and it's a real honor to talk to you, and thank you for being a great person.
You still talking to me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's your question?
One more thing.
No. What do you want?
All right, fine. Well, my question is for Trista, and I just wanted to know what qualities you like in Ryan better than Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
What do I like in Ryan better than Charlie? Well, he is a painter and a poet, and I really like that he has that talent in him. Right. And Charlie
kind of painting
didn't really do that.
He does that enema painting where they drink that, and then you never seen that?
That's an enema painting.
Oh no, it goes up.
Yeah,
sorry. Oh, you're right. I got confused. I thought they just drank a gallon of sand.
No, he just paints for fun.
Is he good?
He painted a picture for me. I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, really?
Better than I could do. But it's not like professional. He doesn't do it.
What is it with you bronze?
What do you think he may just kind of got that together just for the show? Yeah, we just started painting.
Better yet, what do women care about this artistic crap?
Like you guys are whispering.
Quiet, I think she's near you.
No, don't be silly.
Here's what I'm saying. If the guy can't turn a buck doing it, okay.
Just
one more thing.
Yeah, because for the show we did it just to be able to make the whole, to fill out the whole.
Let's get back.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's...
Are you going to talk to me?
Okay, here's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Here's my beef with the poetry. A guy who writes sort of mediocre poetry, let's say, and I'm not saying your man does, but I mean in general, a guy who just writes mediocre poetry. And then there's another guy who builds furniture, builds houses or something. The guy who writes the mediocre poetry is going to get way more credit for being artistic than the furniture builder. And that's what I don't like. I don't like that in women. And that's what I'm saying.
And I think as men, we don't trust the poetry.
As men, we look at that guy and we go, pussy.
No, not just pussy, but he's up to something.
He's up to something?
Yeah.
Well, if he's not, then we're really scared. Yeah, let's hope this is a plan to get some ass. Otherwise, we're in big trouble here, fellas. That's what we think of. And we sort of think of, if we wanted to do that, we could do that. This is the same with the performance art and bad abstract painting. But,
right.
All right, but our artistic thing is a good thing. That Drew
sings.
It's a
good thing. I like it.
Drew sings opera.
I love singing. I love singers too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, switching over to me now, Adam.
Yeah. Well.
Yes.
Jason.
Yeah. Hey.
You're 19. What's up?
Yeah. I want to know.
No. Oh yeah. Yep. You like singing, right? Every night under the balcony.
Oh, no.
With a baby grand rolled onto the lawn. And you come out in your negligee. Drew has a candelabra on top of the baby grand. He's wearing a tux. When he hits the high note, his vest curls up and rolls like a shade under his neck. Yeah. You let your hair down, he grabs it and scales the lattice right up to the balcony and sweeps you into the bedroom. Continues singing while he performs oral on you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That's talent.
Yo, that's what I'm saying about the man.
You have fun with that, don't you?
I do.
That's good.
I do.
That's nice.
All right. Where were we? Anyway, Trista had an orgasm story that Drew was talking to me about.
We're going to get to that.
We are. Okay.
Jason.
All right. Let's, Jason?
And Adam and Drew, you are my heroes. I just love you.
Thanks, Jason.
And I am a big fan of The Man Show and Crank Yankers.
Thank you. Crank.
Coming out with a new Crank Yanker CD.
Ooh, this guy's got to be on a commercial for Crank.
Crank Yankers will be on Comedy Central. The new season is going to start airing the beginning of March.
Well, I have got to see that. I am a big fan.
Thank you. Well, if you liked it last year, you're going to love it this season.
I loved it this year. Bertram.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of Bertram this year, so thank you. All right, what's your question?
What are the long-term effects of ecstasy?
Very limited exposure can cause an injury to the brain and actually destruction of certain areas, very much like the use of long-term amphetamine. So the symptoms that people develop is panic attacks and depression and memory problems. And even 10, 20, even sometimes 5 hits of ecstasy can create this injury. So it's quite serious. It's an area of the brain that seems to be getting just dissolved, quite literally.
Is it reversible?
Some of it is, most of it is not.
Oh.
Hey, Jason.
What do you mean some of
it? Some of the problems get better with time. So the theory is that maybe some of this is getting better. But a lot of it, they've been shown in monkeys that the injury itself persists for many, many years.
Jason. What's up with you? You got a crazy voice. You have a crazy nationality or crazy size? Or
I'm half Mexican and half American.
No.
That ain't doing it.
You wearing a retainer?
Yeah.
There you go.
You get that from wearing a retainer?
Wow, you're good.
He was like, he was like,
was it clunky? Yeah, but
no, he was talking like he had a thick tongue, and that's the retainer makes you talk like that.
And what?
Take the retainer out and talk to us.
Yep.
Here you go.
Take the
wait. Now say crank yanker.
Yeah, I had a question about it.
Crank yanker.
Say it again.
Crank anchor.
Yeah, see, it doesn't help, Drew. I mean, Drew, it was great. The retainer thing was a great guess, but I don't think it made a big difference. Well,
I heard it.
Well,
you didn't know that he had a retainer, did you?
I heard it.
You heard it clank.
No, I heard it, the thick tongue thing.
Yeah, but now he sounds exactly the same without it. Watch this. All right, hey, Jason.
Yeah?
I want you to quietly put the retainer in. We're good. We're doing 2 out of 3 here, too, Drew.
It's great radio, buddy.
Jason, don't put the phone near your mouth. I don't want to know if the retainer's in or out. All right?
Okay.
You either put it in or you put it out.
Right.
Don't even answer. Just nod your head. Yes?
Yes.
Oh, no, I said nod your head. Yes?
There we go.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
it's all right.
We're going to do 2 out of 3. You just say cranky anchor, or cranky anchors, yeah. When we come back, and you just tell me don't tell me whether you have the retainer or not, but you remember yourself, okay?
Okay.
We'll see if Drew can tell. And
it's out now. I can tell. I can tell.
Okay. Just hold on. All right, you ready?
All right, it's out now.
Just quiet. Please, Drew. All right, you ready? You say cranky anchors. Go ahead.
Crank anchors.
Okay. In or out?
Out.
Out. Was it out?
Yes.
Okay. Now, either put it out, leave it out again, or put it in, or do whatever you want. We'll try it again. Is that all right?
Science.
Uh-huh.
All right, Jason?
Uh-huh.
All right, go ahead.
Crank anchors.
It's back.
Oh, now it's in. Because he had a trouble to kick.
Yeah. I can even hear when he breathes. I can hear.
Was that in that time, Jason?
Yeah.
It's crazy, but I can hear when he's breathing. I can hear the instructions.
Yeah, you can hear it.
All right, we'll do 5 out of 9.
No.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm kidding.
Get an orgasm.
One more
time. Here. Let's go.
All right. One more time. Are you ready? Come on, Jason. Would you shut up? Now get focused this time.
Okay, I'm focused. I'm all focused.
Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Crank anchor.
It was in, and he took it out when it said crank anchor.
Trista, I am a big fan of you. I just love that, man.
All right.
You are so hot.
Thank you very much.
How old are you, baby?
How old am I, baby? I'm 30.
30?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right, shut up. But Jason sounds hot, right?
He sounds like a puppet.
Picture the guy.
He's a crank anchor's puppet.
Looks like a marionette. He's 19. He's got a retainer. Not turning you on, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. You better...
I got a man anyway, so...
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Off the show.
One of the guys, right? Is it nice? I mean, the relief of sort of not having to. Well, I just mean not having this going to bed with question marks running around your head every night.
But we haven't been able to be together because it's a secret.
You know, how long has it been since?
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
So that's got to be tough. You get right up to that point where you finally make that decision.
It's like cruel, Here, you can have this guy, but no, you can't have him for 3 months.
How much time do you have together? They give you a day?
6 weeks. Oh, you mean not for the show?
Yeah, I mean after, there comes the point in the show where you make the final decision, and sometimes that involves, getting engaged. So obviously you'd want to be with the person.
Right.
Do they give you a week with the person before?
They gave us 4 days after it ended, and then we had a couple rendezvous before the show started airing.
Uh-huh. I see.
But very, very, very secluded places. And
is that known? Does ABC have to be aware of that? Or
all that
stuff?
They knew it, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And then once the show begins, there's no...
It's very difficult to do it once the show starts because now people knew him because he could go to wherever we were going to go and not be recognized. But I was recognized.
Right.
From the previous show.
Yeah, from the previous show and from all the publicity from the Bachelorette. So it was a little bit harder once the show started.
And so then after this Wednesday, it's game on for you too.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be together on Wednesday night, 2 nights from now.
And then you got a thing coming up on Thursday?
Thursday is the tell-all special.
Yeah, how's that work?
Aaron and Helene are actually going to talk about what happened with them.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
The last Bachelor.
Yeah, I'll tell you what happened with them. You put a pox on them. That's what happened.
What?
Yes, you cursed them.
I did not. Me?
Oh, wait a minute. That's Alex.
That's the second one. No.
Yeah.
Alex was the first one.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did I have to do with Aaron?
Alex, you put a pox on, right?
No.
Yes.
We've been dating for a year.
I thought they broke up, Alex.
They broke up like 2 weeks ago.
Because you put a pox on them.
No,
you put a curse on them.
I didn't have anything to do with it.
Aaron, who's the second guy,
He'll be talking about Helene, and then I'll be, Chris Harrison, the host of the show, will be talking to me in my chosen one.
Aaron didn't work out either with his
They just recently announced it.
All right.
Shocking.
Well, you guys will see. Actually, you know, it
You better
sucks
get married
because,
to this guy.
Well, it sucks because everyone compares the three of us on how we met the person that we're with.
Yeah.
And I think it needs to be compared on an individual basis. We're all separate relationships, even though we met in the same way.
Yeah.
So I think that it'll be interesting to see our relationship compared to Aaron and Helene's and Alex and Amanda's, because it's very different.
And does and we know it's between two guys. We got to go to break. When we come back, though, I'm just curious if whoever it is, it's one of the two guys, if they want to get into show business or move out here or do that, or they just want to go back to their life.
We just want to go back to normal, some kind of normalcy after the show ends. We're going to travel a little bit. We're going to take some time away from things.
How did either one of these guys live in L.A.?
Yeah, Charlie lives in Hermosa Beach.
Oh, I think we got our answer. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll be right back. We are back with the best of Loveline. Madam, that's Dr. Drew. Next up, a band that we really enjoy. Not only musically, but we like the guys.
Yeah, like their appreciation for the automobile.
Yeah, they like those Mercedes. Here you go, everybody. 311. Hey, everybody. Drew's favorite song.
You guys got to cover this.
Consider we don't cover that. Like, I've done a little math, and I think I've done some just preliminary calculations. In 9 years, blacks are not going to speak English. It's going to be like when Kirk was trying to talk to aliens or something. It's going to be like
his comments in no way represent the the views of 311 or this radio station. Thank you.
I don't. It's just. It started with the Ebonic thing, which was fine, but now it's just gone into pure gibberish. I can't understand what's going on anymore. I think I like that song. I'm not sure what they're saying. What are they saying?
Like the saxophone sample, for sure.
Yeah.
Is it for Chisel Dizzle?
There's true, everybody. All right, 311 in studio tonight.
Watch out.
Let's speak to
Cody, the 13-year-old, remember?
Cody, the 13-year-old who's a virgin. Cody?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, my girlfriend wants to have sex with me. Matter of fact, tomorrow, and I don't know what I should do.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say yes or no. And
why tomorrow?
That's early. That's young.
I don't know. She's like really likes me.
How old is she?
13.
And
it sounds like you're not quite ready for this. It's not the kind of thing you should jump into if you're not ready.
Well,
if you're having to decide, should I?
Why not today? Why didn't you do it today?
Because it's like I'm like grounded for something that I did. Breaking a window and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow we go to church and I get to see her then.
Yeah, to give her a nice pew pounding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's all saying that, we should.
Hold on a second. What day is it?
The 9th or...
She goes to church on a Wednesday?
Yeah, well, hold on. What day
is that CCD? Is that Catholic? You don't sound Catholic.
What day is it in Oklahoma?
It's the 9th right now.
Okay. That's not the day.
International Dateline.
How does every caller instinctively knows what I'm asking gives me a different answer? Like if
It is the 9th where he is.
I know, but
not Japan.
But I'm asking what day, meaning like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because that would pertain. Like you could go to church on the 9th if that was a Sunday. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think he's giving me a hard time. I just want to know how they know what I'm asking and give me a different answer.
I like your run on it, Doctor. If he's asking about it, then he's probably not ready.
Yeah. Usually it's like you want to do it so bad, and
Well, what are you going to do when you see her at church?
I might
compliment her.
Go up to her house and all that. We've tried to do something before, but we couldn't do it because we got interrupted.
Who interrupted you?
My friends.
Okay. And what grade are you in, Cody?
The 8th grade.
You're going into the 8th?
Yeah.
And she's going into the 8th?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're too young for this.
Okay.
Professionals have told you this.
You don't want to do it either, do you?
I kind of do.
Well, what about God and church and all that stuff?
Steer them towards the sea anemones. That might help.
Yeah. How about you get a saltwater tank and go at it for a few years through high school like I did?
They react.
They squirt. They squirt. They love. They cry.
Yeah, I don't think you'll have any questions when you think you're ready, you know. And if you're being this smart about this important a question right now, you'll probably know for sure when you're ready. So
yeah.
Keep up the good work, my friend.
And what religion are you, by the way, that you go to the church on Wednesday?
I'm Baptist. It's the Baptist church.
You guys have Wednesday church?
Yeah.
And Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be out. I'll be out immediately. Here's what I would do. Like, I'm shopping for religion. I'm shopping for a religion because I'm an atheist, and I'm leaning towards you.
Rastafarianism.
Yeah, what day they go to church?
Every day is church.
See,
but you don't have to
that's
go
a deal breaker. Oh, but you don't go anywhere?
Not necessarily.
It's church in your head?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get in one of those religions where I don't actually do anything, but it's all in my head, you know. But it's like people know, you know, people kind of leave me alone because they respect me because of my spirituality and stuff, but I don't really do anything. You know what I mean?
You're there.
Am I there?
Yeah.
I don't want to do one of those things where I got to give away
soaking in it.
10% of my income or any of that. And by the way, is that tidings? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Wait, that 10%, that should have a ceiling. You know what I mean? Like once you make over like 80 grand, it should just be $8,000. You know what I mean? So if you make $8 million, you're still giving away $8,000. You know, it's ceiling, like a bracket. You know what I'm saying, Drew?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, look that up. Mike?
Yeah, what's up?
You're 21. Yeah, because it's cool when you're making $45,000 a year to give away that money. But, you know, you hit it big. Your ship comes in and you're giving away a couple million a year or something? No thanks.
No thanks.
No, thank you. Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can afford lawyers to cover up some molestation trial or something? No, thank you. What's up, Mike? 21.
Yeah, I have a question, actually. I met this girl in April, and I, start to like her. And we've talked about it somewhat, but she says she doesn't want a boyfriend, but she acts like she wants to be, like, with someone, acts all clingy.
Yes.
And I've asked her if she'd ever want to hook up with me, but she'd give me the question of, I don't know. But recently we just got into a big fight where we didn't talk for, like, 2 weeks.
Yeah, except for she didn't know it.
Yeah, she's now back, like, talking to me, being all frenzy buddy and all that. And I was wondering what that could possibly
All right, hold on.
Well, don't say, hey, do you want to hook up? That's not...
We got to...
That's how he phrased it.
Let's all, as mature adult males here, explain to the young 19, 20, 21-year-olds what is going on. There is no mystery. When a woman is interested in you, she's interested.
She'll let you know.
She doesn't give you that, right now I don't want a boyfriend. There's never been a woman born who's really interested in a guy and says, right now I just don't want a boyfriend. That's movie talk.
Yeah.
Chick's interested, she's interested. That's it, especially if she's 19 or 20. If she's got a boyfriend, and that's your best friend, she's still interested if she's interested.
Right. Nobody has it on their calendar. Get boyfriend now, and then they block out certain time. No boyfriend time. It's just whether they're attracted to the guy or not.
And all of this, like, hey, I need time to think, or hey, I'm focusing on my studies, I'm going to school right now, I got a pretty full plate. All BS. That just mean they're not interested enough in you.
Right.
Believe me, there's a guy who could come along who I don't care if their entire family was killed in a bus accident 3 hours earlier, who could be screwing them that night. If it was, I don't know, some celebrity, somebody they had their sights set on, whoever it was. So they're not interested in you. And you gotta listen to that. But girls do like to yo-yo a little bit, because oftentimes at 19 they're not that interested in sex. They're interested in sort of the allure, the attraction, the game, all that stuff that we'd like to get through so we could get to the poontang. They like that stuff, so they will, and it doesn't make them evil, but they will have the intrigue part of it going. Mike?
Yeah.
She's not interested in you.
All right.
There you are.
And
Good
thank you for listening, and your only chance is to cut her loose, by the way.
At which point she'll come running towards you.
Or not.
That's right.
So basically just fall off the face of the earth towards her?
Yes, because you're banging your head. She's not interested.
All right.
She'd let you know if she was.
10-4.
Here's your only chance. I think here's your only chance. Okay. You're never going to be boyfriend and girlfriend with them. They're not interested. You might be able to have sex with them, and here's your only chance. Your only chance is to cut them loose and pretend like you're not interested in them, and then 2 to 3 weeks later, run into them in an environment where there's booze. That's it. Pure and simple.
Legal drugs.
You run into them three weeks later at some bar, and they're kind of juiced up a little, and they're like, how come you haven't called? And you're like, huh? And you play it real cool, and they're juiced up just enough, you might be able to get something.
Why don't you describe that hand drag thing again? The proximity issue. So guys can learn to read that a little bit.
Okay. Should I do it on you, Drew?
No. Nick.
I'm going to do it. I'll do it on Nick. Here's... Take your pants off. No, there's a few things. If a woman is interested, she will let you know in a few subtle ways. One is the any excuse for contact, and I'm not talking about dry humping. You say something, and they go, oh, Nick, I got to use your shoulder now. They do that thing, and they go, oh, it's so funny. And then when they put their hand on your shoulder, and then when they pull it away, they don't lift it and move it like guys. Guys do it like your wet paint, you know? They go, oh, Christ. No, they do that. They do little drags. Little drags. Like if you hug them, and as you're sort of breaking apart, you feel their hands sort of drag across your back. They're into it. They're extending the embrace, as opposed to sort of hugging you and then peeling their arm off and sort of backing away from you. They'll also be interested in whatever you're interested in. Meaning, if you go like, I've been getting pretty heavily into mountain biking lately. They'll go, I've never been, but I've always been curious about it. Or I've always wanted to do. If they are interested in stuff they're not even interested in that you're doing, you're in. It's same with stuff like movies. Like you bring up a movie, if they go, oh yeah, I've been wanting to see that you're in.
As opposed to,
not my thing.
Yeah, then forget it.
Don't want to see that one.
Yeah.
Or
I heard it was terrible.
Already saw it. Yeah, I mean, the ultimate.
They're also closing you out as effectively as they are opening the door.
Right. The ultimate, like I'm into you, is like you bring up a movie and they go, I already saw it, but I kind of like to see it again. I mean, that's now you may be getting a BJ in the theater at this point.
I liked it so much, I want to see someone else appreciate it.
Right.
I'd love to go with someone.
So any of that interest stuff, any of that whatever you're doing, I want to do kind of thing, and again, the hug and the drag.
Excuse to hang around too.
She's saying, after the lull, like you do that thing,
you're getting smarter, Adam.
Yeah, no, now I'm married. I'm a real Casanova. Now I got to do is build a goddamn time machine. I'm going to need 7,000 rubbers, a keg of roofies, and 600 wine coolers. I'm going back in time. All right. Yeah, it's all for nothing. Yeah, and that's just how it works. You get all figured out. Right. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Yay! The best of Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. In the studio tonight, what I consider a booking coup by producer Rehn.
Another booking coup.
All two of Tenacious D.
Yeah.
Jack Black, Kyle Gass, both in here, and together they are Tenacious D. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's
here comes the
Dr.
solo.
Drew.
Out on the road today.
I got the day. It's Loveline. Tenacious D here. Jack Black. Kyle. I thought it was Kyle Gass.
Yeah, what'd they say, Glass?
Yeah.
That's the most popular misspelling.
Yeah.
Because no one could possibly be named Gass.
Yeah.
So let's just change it to what we'd like it to be.
Well, we used to, back in the day, had really crappy JCPenney Earthshoe knockoffs called Gas. With
kidding.
2 S's.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was so bad that I had a pair that snapped in the middle, but the leather held them together. So
Gentlemen,
it was like a bifolding
You're
shoe.
walking in the middle of Adam regaling us with stories about his childhood. About
Wow.
No washer, no dryer.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Tell you. You can ask him.
I don't mind. You can cry to me.
I got a lot of questions for you guys, actually.
Well, go.
We're going to do a, I think...
First of all, before you ask any questions, I want to apologize for being so horribly late. I think we were supposed to be here a long time ago, and it was because of the Laker game. But I will say, are we the latest ever of any of your guests ever?
No.
No? No. Okay, good.
Of course not.
Good. And you called ahead.
Yeah.
Andy Dick called for us?
Yeah. No, he said, and you called it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Andy called it.
No, we're honored that you would even come into our humble studios. We really are. We really are.
You guys are legends.
Legendary. Really.
Well, so here's what we have to plug, and then I'll start with the questions, which is the DVD of Tenacious D, which is the complete masterworks. It's the greatest DVD ever sold, Drew. Are you aware of this? There's been many given away that were much better, but the only one that actually...
Double D could not be less interested, it seems.
Drew, where are you going?
Double D. Has anyone ever called you Double D, Dr. Drew?
No, I like that, though.
Me too.
Let's call him that.
A creative partner.
Rage comes up with a lot of golden nuggets that just come off his head.
The highly provocative DVD contains legendary and epic recital at London's Brixton Academy that was by chance recorded on November 3rd, 2002.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the only concert we ever filmed.
Jack and Cale slay the mighty dragon and treat the British public to a phenomenal performance.
Now, you can get the DVD on Amazon or get it anywhere, right?
Go ahead and put some stank on it there.
He did put some stink on it.
With the classic, the now classic, F Her Gently.
That's right.
Yeah, sure. If you ever heard the Muzak version of that, it'll bring tears. You realize that it is a strong melody when you hear the Muzak version.
True.
So now, where did you guys... Well, now, we met Jack at a dinner with...
Years ago.
Do you remember that?
No. What went down?
It was a Loveline sort of about to be... It was like launched for a third season or something.
Oh, yeah, because my girlfriend was on the show, on the TV show for a little while.
Right.
For a long while.
Yeah.
Wasn't it ill-fated?
For a little long while.
Yeah. Well, everything's ill-fated if you think about it. I mean,
we're all going to die.
Life is ill-fated.
And even ships that
but
don't
beyond
sink
the existential question.
Well,
I did quite well.
Well, Loveline did. Well,
they say 4 or 5
sells.
seasons. Is that true? Have you guys found that?
Yeah.
All right, but anyway.
What are you doing, Cage? Whenever we do any interviews, Kyle immediately goes on the attack.
I'm not attacking.
You're ill-fated.
I love the show.
Ill-fated. How dare you?
It's a defense
barge
mechanism.
into our studio 45 minutes late.
It's a compensation.
So now, how did Tenacious D get started, and where did you meet? And I'm sorry if you've been asked these questions before, but I don't know the answer to them.
We met 13 years ago. We were both in this theater company, the Actors Gang, here in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
And, we were,
I was kind of like a musical dude, play guitar, and
and
Jack came in singing all the time.
Yeah.
He was a young kid on the make.
I came in and I wanted to be the musical force of the theater company, so we locked horns. At first, we weren't really friends. We were arch enemies, but then isn't it weird how sometimes your worst enemy turns into your best friend?
Right. No, that's what happened with Drew and I. We hated each other first, and now
eventually we're going to be good friends.
We're sort of we're lukewarm.
Yeah, well, eventually. Yeah.
Where was is the Actors Gang? I never heard of them.
Well, now the theater is located now on Santa Monica and Vine, basically 1 block east of Vine.
It came out of UCLA back in the early '80s. With, Tim Robbins was leading the way there.
And did you anyone go to UCLA?
We both did.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Are you guys from out here, or you just came out here to go to college?
I'm from here. Kyle is just a little ways up north. Walnut Creek.
Where are you from, Jack?
Hermosa Beach.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then Culver City, Santa Monica, Hollywood, all around every nook and cranny of this neighborhood.
Wow. And all right. Well, now I have all my questions answered.
Did we answer them all? Lickety split.
Yep.
Wow.
Heather.
Yeah, hi.
You're 24?
Yep.
What's up?
First of all, I would just like to say, Jack and Kyle, I love you guys.
Thanks.
You guys are awesome.
All right.
That's nice.
And Jack, you look super, super hot in the new spin.
Thank you. In the new what?
The new spin?
Oh, really? Is there a hot photo of me?
Oh, yeah. Totally hot.
Boneable?
Very vulnerable.
Sweet.
Major vulnerable. All right.
I shouldn't put words into people's compliment.
No, I should
have let her say whatever.
Vulnerable works for me, man.
All right.
She's 14 after all.
It's all about vulnerability
24
in today's entertainment market.
Awesome.
What's up, Heather?
Okay, so here's my question. My fiance has a tendency to download porn on my computer.
Break it off.
Huh?
Break it off immediately.
No, hang on. But see, the thing is, he lies to me about it, And that's my biggest pet peeve. And it's like the thing wouldn't be a big deal except that I have really low self-esteem. So it makes me feel like, what's he doing looking at that instead of at me? And then
that's
for him
ridiculous.
to lie about it makes me think he's doing something worse than he really is.
He's lying about it because you have all this energy about it. He knows you're going to go spinning out of control.
And have you ever thought of it from the porn side, which is what's he doing looking at her instead of at me? I mean,
yeah,
the porn is feeling. You know what I'm saying? The porn is silent.
He's looking at Heather?
Yes, it's a silent minority that I feel like I have to speak for.
I have some advice.
Okay.
You should just, watch some porn yourself, and then when he comes into the room, turn it off really quick, like you're embarrassed about it, and then you'll cancel each other out.
What about if I'm downloading pictures of you, Jack?
Yeah.
I don't know. Then he might come after me with a machete.
Really quick and zip up my pants.
All right.
Okay.
Well, look. Can you get over the fact that guys look at porn and not be threatened by it?
That's not the problem. It's the whole when he tries to cover it up, and then
Heather, it's because Heather,
Heather,
it's because of all your energy that he does this. He's trying to avoid you triggering something in you. He knows if you catch him, you're going to spin.
Yeah, I know.
Once she opened up about it, I think they would totally find a common ground.
Here's the thing, guys reflexively cover up porn no matter. If Ron Jeremy came storming up the stairs, you would yank the cord on the computer and be like, you can't get busted watching porn. It doesn't matter.
It's a mom reflex.
Yeah, you got your mom.
Boys don't want to get in trouble.
Right. But here's what women do, and they're so full of crap with this when they do that. I don't mind. It's not that you watch the porn. It's that you lie about it.
Hide it.
You hide it. That's the part. No, they hide it because obviously Heather would
spin out of control.
Spin out if you did it. Although I wonder if chick cops do that. It's not that you were speeding. That's not why I'm giving you the ticket. It's that when I asked you if you knew how fast you're going, you lied and said 55. You think female cops pull that stuff?
I am certain.
That's a good analogy.
Yes.
All right. So leave the guy alone.
Yeah, that's it.
And by the way, if you put the screws to a guy when you're living with him, they start beating off more, and they're even more absent. They'll withdraw inside the relationship. Yeah. All right.
We're the last in line. My favorite lyric from that when it goes, you can release yourself, but the only way to go is down.
But he actually has a guitar, right?
No, he doesn't play guitar.
He does that?
No, his guitarist does that. Yeah, you're right.
I miss Ronnie James's hair. We used to have that huge. There's nothing like a pitch black long rock fro.
Yeah.
Like he had a tight perm that was jet black. And long, too. But would you say that Dio is sort of who you mold yourself after? If there could be one lead rock singer, at least from a voice standpoint, would it be Dio?
If I had to pick one, here's the weird thing. I'm going to have to go Bobby McFerrin.
Oh, right.
And it's kind of on the other end of the spectrum.
Sure.
And I'm talking about Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
When he was kicking it old school.
Wow. Yeah.
He could make his voice sound like all kinds of different musical instruments.
That was like the guy from Police Academy.
Yes.
Except for with instruments.
Okay. Yeah. But I first saw him on the Grammys and he was doing something and he's a master of the falsetto.
Oh, really?
I mean, he'll go, that yodeling crack that when you go, ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
my voice is a little thrash right now.
Christie.
And he would slap his chest to
get that great sound, yeah. And I think he could do that water dripping noise, too, if he did it.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do that. No, that's the chug sound. This is the drip.
Uh-huh.
I can't do anything.
Jack did it.
Did you
tried
do the drip?
Isn't it
Yeah, there it is. Yes, that's
Thank you.
Gent?
Yes.
You're 17?
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, first off, I'd like to give a shout-out to Jack Black, my friend Mitch's hero. And furthermore, would you guys like to hear the question?
Sure.
All right. I have a penis that curves to the left.
Mm-hmm. Democrat. And is it a soft curve?
Yeah.
Does it sort of flare to the left, or is it
starts
make any sudden
halfway
movements?
down, Or halfway
down, it starts to make its move.
Yeah.
You've had it your whole life?
So about the 1 inch mark?
Never noticed it before a couple of years ago.
So it's something that's developed.
Are you left-handed?
No, I'm ambidextrous.
Nice. That means you beat off with your heels, right?
Switch hitter.
Is that what that means? Because I've heard people talk about it. Always assume that's what it meant.
You lube up the heels?
You lube up
of course.
It's do like that. And it's great if you're a two-fisted porn guy like me. Because there's nothing worse than opening the magazine, having one side sort of flapping in the wind and starting to bend it. You keep it taut with the two hands. Sort of, remember the bull worker? This is the opposite. You're trying to actually pull the porn apart, and then you're really working it with the heels.
It's like a yoga move.
Yeah. And it keeps...
a flapping butterfly.
Sometimes your heels can get kind of chalky and chafy, and it keeps them real supple. That's how you always know when a guy's a heel jacker. You just look at his heels. If they're sort of baby soft.
Yeah, when you're on the beach, check
it out.
I noticed Double D's looking at a lot of pictures.
Yeah, these are curved penises.
True.
Did you find? Yeah.
This is a book about surgical procedures to correct.
Wow.
How?
Things like
it's bad times.
New.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah.
So Drew says when he's paying attention that you can take vitamin E.
800 units a day, and that might help it. But
do we know what it's from?
Well, it's usually from trauma. And if something you're not born with, if it's something you've sort of acquired later on, it's usually from something sort of scarring.
I swear I'm not rough.
Its move.
I'm usually gentle with myself.
Well, do you wear tighty whities?
No, I'm a free baller.
It's usually I was just reading this little piece here. It says usually from coital trauma.
Does it hurt when you get a boner?
Oh, wait a minute. Let me get him.
Oh, he's gone?
No, just put him on hold. Jen?
Yeah.
Pain with boner?
Not at all. No.
All right.
Have you experimented with some different positions where it's all right?
I actually had a question about positions. If I position myself so the curve's going up, will I hit a girl's G-spot?
Yeah, interesting question.
Yeah?
You might. A lot of women, they'll complain about the curves up and down.
So it could be a blessing?
It could be a blessing. Could be yes. Could be from God.
But
you're looking for a white lining there.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's like people saying when I lost my eyesight, it saved my life because that's when I put the bottle down of it. It still doesn't fall under the blessing category.
I see.
Curved penis, but you're all right, Jen.
Yeah, it's good time.
It's good time.
You're 17. 800 units vitamin E a day. Just give it that first time.
All right. And you got to push it into the hole. You understand? You don't take it orally.
Sounds good, Adam.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Try to help.
All right, take care.
All right. We have a Germany or Florida.
Explain it to these guys.
I'll explain how this works. It was actually conceived at the Kimmel show. I gave him 6 months to do something with it. He never used it, so we took it over for this show. We've decided that all evil emanates from either Germany or Florida. Bizarre evil.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's murders everywhere, and there's death and mayhem everywhere, but these sort of teaching the schnauzer to Heil Hitler or eating the carcass of your newborn and then,
remember last week we had a guy slicing his penis into sausage.
Yeah. It's Germany.
Frying it up and eating it with
Was that a Florida dude?
No, it's Germany.
Germany or Florida is where this stuff comes from. So we now have to guess whether it's Germany or Florida.
Was it delicious?
He didn't say.
Oh.
We didn't actually talk to the guy.
Oh, okay.
Rick? Caller who goes by the name of Rick? All right, after that big Germany or Florida building.
Oh, man.
Let's take a question for Jack. The guy's been on hold for 87 minutes. Big fan. Chris?
Hey.
What's up?
First, Adam, you're a genius.
Oh, thanks.
And if you were in charge, the world would be a better place.
Mm-hmm.
And Double D, you're a passionate man.
Double D.
Yep. Drew is a man of great passion.
You started, Jack?
I didn't do it. It was Cage.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You have a question for Jack?
Yeah, Tenacious D, the greatest man in the world.
True.
Okay, now Ronnie James, has he heard your song yet?
Who?
Ronnie James.
Ronnie James has.
Ronnie James, yeah. We were in his music video. He liked the song.
He did? Okay. And I got another question. Out of all the movies you've been in, Jack, what was you say was your favorite?
My best one's still probably High Fidelity. But I don't know. I like School of Rock an awful lot.
Yeah.
Well, I would say that High Fidelity may have been a marginally better movie, but you were really showcased in School of Rock.
That's true.
I mean, sounding like an ass licker here, without you, School of Rock's not a very good movie.
It crumbles.
It's a cute idea, but you definitely need you and your background and your talents your specific talents to pull it along. Yes, it was a vehicle.
It was written for me. It was designed that way.
It wasn't a bad vehicle. It was like a Camry with air conditioning, but velour interior.
Love that film.
But hold on, Jack got into that car, and you want to know what happened?
What happened?
Dropped a big blown Chevy in there. Pulled out the back seat, put Naugahyde in there, and put a nice limo tint on the windows.
What's Naugahyde?
That's a fake leather.
Oh, I thought that was like nitrous.
Oh, no. Hooked up the NOS. That's nitrous oxide. Put the NOS tanks on
I also put that thing, the blower, like Mad Max. That goes,
Yeah, no, that's blown. That's supercharged.
Thank you.
That's supercharged. Hemi. And he put the 4-bolt main in there, and he had the 9-inch Muncie rear end and the 4-speed Rock Crusher tranny. Yeah, and the race white letters on the torque twister tires.
But if Jack's not in there...
If Jack's not in there, it's the beige Camry with the bad and no carpet, just the actual vinyl floor mats.
Yeah.
All right, AM radio. All right. Hey, no air either, by the way. Who are we talking to?
Chris.
Chris, you have any more automotive questions?
No, Chris got his answer.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
all right.
Good time.
All right, we got another Germany or Florida, so we have to prioritize on this show. Paul?
Yes?
You're 14?
Yeah.
All right, you have a Germany or Florida for us?
Yeah, okay. Man tries to rob a bank. Gun goes off in his pants. He gets hurt. He grabs the cash and runs for the door.
Mm-hmm.
As he ran out the door, he got hit by a van.
Mm-hmm.
And they never caught the guy.
Oh.
Hmm.
Is this something that happened a long time ago or recently? Do we know?
About a year ago.
About a year ago. Well,
but they got the DNA.
Gun going off in the pants.
Actually, no, there was no blood at the scene.
Feels Florida.
That feels Florida, yeah.
Van feels Florida, unless you picture one of those funky European vans.
Right.
Which are probably more prevalent.
And I don't see a Florida bank being so close to the street that you open the door and you get hit by a van. That's Germany, right?
What the hell do I know where the banks are located in Germany? I've never been to Germany.
More room in Florida.
More room. Yeah. Okay. So what are we going with? Germany?
Whatever you say.
I will go Germany. Okay. We're going Germany, Paul.
Florida.
Oh, Drew, with your stupid bank road proximity theory. That's retarded.
I swear, I was going to go Florida, too.
It had me picturing little European cobblestone streets. Narrow buildings.
Yeah. See, if it was custom van, that's Florida.
Yeah, of course.
That's what I'm talking about. And by the way, let me tell you something what Jack Black did with School of Rock. It was just a plain tradesman van. No captain's chairs, no paneling, no Blaupunk, nothing.
Was there a table in the back? Was there carpet?
Joe, no, just the interior.
Oh, the shell?
Just a shell.
Oh,
just a shell.
man.
It's a kind of a painter would use.
No, I know.
It did have a ladder rack, but we took that off. Jack got hold of that van. Jack put Lovetron and rainbow tape on the side of it. You know what I'm saying? And one of those bubble windows that is really not good for anything because light cannot pass through it in either direction. I don't know. Someone decided it'd be really cool to have a bubble window about the size of a football helmet, a saucer on the upper right-hand corner of the van that nobody could see out of and nothing really passed through. It was just black. I'm convinced now that it was just a black salad bowl that was glued to the side of the van.
Did you see the movie?
The van?
Oh,
no, your movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had the van.
Oh, we did have the custom van.
Where did you see it?
Yeah.
Where did I see the van?
Where did you see the movie? Did you see like a matinee last week or something?
No.
Maybe you're judging it harshly because the audience was not into it, but I think it's better than you're giving it credit. It wasn't a hollowed-out shell of a van.
Oh, no, it was...
I swear to God, when I read it, I thought it was a Ferrari.
No,
I read it and I was like, this thing is just plain funny.
No, it was.
What don't I understand?
He's saying without you, it's a hollowed-out van. With you, it's a custom van.
But Jack is saying he read it without him, and he thought it was.
That's right. I read it.
Yeah, but it was him reading it.
You saw yourself in it. You saw what you could do with it.
The custom van cannot.
It was written by a good friend of mine, Mike White.
Now he went to my Little Lord Fauntleroy school.
Mike White did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he fashioned it after the class, just ahead of my kids. And my kids who love this film are all pissed off because all the names are people they know the class.
Whoa.
Isn't that weird?
Mr. Schneebly?
Yeah. All the names of the kids.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to be more. I was just sucking up to you, Jack.
Oh, okay.
The movie was a solid movie. It was a Prelude. It's a Honda Prelude. It was a maroon Prelude, low mileage.
When's your movie come out so I can talk about what kind of crappy car it reminds me of?
It's a Fiero. The 4-cylinder, not the 6-cylinder. All right. No, it's good solid movie, but
Thank you.
made it. The part was made for you.
Thank you.
And, High Fidelity, great movie. We'll take a quick break. The train a-rolling.
We like these guys.
Jack Black, Kyle Gass in studio, and here's just a little bit more of it.
Fantastic.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Tenacious D. Jack and Kyle, both here. The only members of Tenacious D. All right, where are we, Drew? Who am I talking to? Line 5. All right. Marie?
Yes, sir.
You're 22?
I am.
What's up?
Well, I just want to say, Jack, Kyle, you're beautiful human beings. A little disappointed that we didn't see a cameo of Kyle in School of Rock. What's up with that?
Yeah. Well, I hate to have you open that can of worms.
There wasn't a good part for him.
Though, you know?
They said.
See, a crappy little cameo, it's got to be funny. We can't give him something that's, not worth his while. Because we got the Tenacious D movie coming up next.
Right.
But what were you going to say, Kyle? Make me feel bad. Go ahead.
I completely agree with you, John.
Drew starred as the father of the Olsen twins in a movie that's coming out in a few months, and he didn't throw a bone this way. Hey, Kyle, maybe you and I will make our own movie.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, and maybe it'll just be enough room for just me and you, huh?
Yeah, maybe it'll be a Peugeot.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Aaron?
Yes,
You're 24?
I am 24.
What's up?
Well, I'm in this open relationship that I'm not particularly happy in, and I never liked the idea of an open relationship in the first place, but I decided that maybe it might be worth a try.
Because you knew that if you didn't agree to it, you wouldn't be able to hang on to this guy.
Not so much that as I got sexually involved with him pretty early, right away in the relationship, and it's phenomenal sex, and I think that's a lot of why I stay.
Right.
And every day I kick myself for staying in it, but at the same time, I feel lonely and I don't want to not be in it, and I don't know.
Open relationship, by the way, is a great euphemistic term. It really means it's a guy saying to a girl, I get to F your friends and waitresses. If you F anyone, I'll freak on your ass. Yeah. That's really what it turns out to be.
You can't definitely have a double standard.
Yeah, you can't go hump people.
No.
All right, well, so what's so great about this guy?
Well, he's really funny.
Phenomenal.
He's very sweet when he's not talking about her.
About who?
The other woman.
Well, there's one other woman?
There's one other woman.
Is it his wife?
It's not his wife. She's a divorced woman. She's 30 some odd. She's got 3 kids. I think she's kind of stupid and not a very nice person. She makes him feel bad a lot. She's very mean to him.
This guy's effed up.
Why do you know her?
Well,
he talks about her, right?
Have you met her?
I have met her, and she's rubbed me the wrong way from the beginning. But
it's her fault that he's in this messed up situation.
Yeah, she's such a horrible person letting
I'm not
him have sex
that.
with her. Oh. What's that?
I'm not.
Look,
I don't know.
Why don't you blame the guy? By the way,
He's the problem.
By the way, this is one of the hallmarks of being white trash, which is the chick goes after the other chick.
Yeah.
No Jew chick would ever do this. Am I right? Jewish broad would never do this.
Right.
This is exclusive. This is white trash. It's black and little specks. Everything but Jew, actually. Jew and Asian don't do this. But smart chicks go after the guy for cheating, not go after the girl he's cheating with.
Yeah.
But I still I got to get me one of these girls where they just have at it. You're just sitting there with your arms folded, and they're just beating the crap out of each other. Your penis is the prize.
A trophy.
Yeah.
Well,
for me, it's more of a medallion.
I don't blame either of them. I blame myself for making the decision to be in this relationship.
Yeah, you should get out.
That's enough.
This isn't working.
What's this guy? And by the way, what's this guy do for a living? He drives a truck, right?
No, he does not. I drive a truck, but
you
do. No, he works at a Home Depot right now.
Oh,
right now, Adam. Right now.
How old is he?
And it's not doing very well. And
yeah, but right now he's at the Home Depot.
How old is he?
He's 30.
Oh, listen, that is...
yes, I agree. He's not a phenomenal winner.
That Home Depot is really... It's like a funnel for the damned. That's where they end up. And, they show the commercial with the kindly guy with the salt and pepper hair. Yeah, he's got... This is Bob Johnson. He's got 28 years as a plumbing contract. First off, anyone that knows anything does not end up at the Home Depot. But if you're an expert on anything... You don't take $7.50 an hour with an embroidered name tag. You're out making whatever you're worth being an expert at something. But you go into that place to try to talk to people and barely even speak English. So this guy's got to be like a triple tart. Plus, then he's banging some chick that has 3 kids, the divorcee mom.
And that's a boundaryless relationship that's chaotic, and he can't get himself out of that, and he keeps this other one on the side.
Yes.
It's really a bad situation.
Aaron, you're out.
This guy sounds like a hero.
But really,
you fire up that 18-wheeler and drop the clutch and make tracks for the border.
But really, my question is, I don't understand about myself why I can intellectually understand that this is a bad idea.
Low self-esteem. Your dad screwed you over.
Hey, you're probably right.
Yeah, you need to be in that chase. That chase is important to you because that's the way you chase Dad. And that's who you are in a relationship. That's how you know yourself best, and you're going to make that right once and for all, but of course you're with the unavailable guy who will never be available.
And your dad was unavailable?
Not as unavailable as some dads, but, I don't see him as
the guys who, died
he didn't die.
When their kids were 3 months old. Yeah. It wasn't in the ground or in the joint, but it wasn't a good dad, was he?
Well, we didn't live with him, and it was probably a better idea that I didn't live with him, but...
All right. Not a good guy.
That would qualify as unavailable, not a good guy.
What kind of rig are you driving, by the way?
I don't drive a big truck. I drive my little truck.
It's always boring when people say that.
I know. But
all right, well, that's enough. Now we're bored. I want to see Kenworth 18-wheeler.
Of course.
So the people at truck call themselves truckers. You shouldn't be able to call yourself a trucker.
Do you remember Carl Malone's truck?
Sure. Yeah. Now that's a truck. That's a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big. I like guys who drive the truck with big murals on the side.
With him on it, I believe, wasn't he?
Yeah, probably like him.
He was painted on the side with a big cowboy hat.
Delivering the mail.
She didn't call herself a trucker. She said she drives a truck.
Oh, okay.
A little different.
Right.
Yeah, but the way she said it, I was with you.
Felt BJ in the barracks.
Can I sneak a question in here? Is an open relationship, you always consider that like a bogus concept? It doesn't really...
It never works for long.
You're saying... Slam dunk. It just does not exist in the real
healthy
world.
Not in the healthy world. It doesn't work in the healthy world. We have talked to people that are both sex addicts for whom it works. But these relationships are built on chaos and poor boundaries, and so eventually it unwinds. It can work for a while. It work for even a long while, but it will have problems.
We tried that.
He and I. We've met multiple times.
He started seeing a podiatrist out of Orlando. Encino, I'm sorry. And I started to freak, and then we both quickly realized that wasn't a direction we could go. Yes, sir?
Yeah, we'll see.
We do invite another person.
Orlando was when
persons into the bedroom every once in a while.
If you guys want to consider it. But
don't pressure.
Orlando was when it was working still.
Remember? That's true. This is during the salad days.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
When someone needs to make their fantasy a reality,
Yeah. You mean like a fetish fantasy? Or?
Well, any sort of maybe a group or maybe you're partner with somebody else or one of these sort of deals. Do you think that's ever a good idea?
Not in a well, you can never say never. But the vast, vast majority of cases, if you're in a committed relationship and you're going to do something that might create some feelings you can't expect, like bring another person in or watch them with someone else or them watch you, not a good idea. It's really putting things in risk.
And your relationship is like an old person's bones, Like if you break that hip once, the person just sort of walks with a limp after that.
Right.
Like we've had it many times where people are like, we're in a committed relationship. We're going to get married. This is going to be great. We just want to try bringing a person in just this one time. Yeah. They do it, and it F's everything up.
It always happens.
Always happens.
But the point,
that's fascinating. It always.
Well, the unfortunate thing, people want to put a value judgment on it. Go, well, it's bad to do that, or it's good to do that. It's like, no, it just doesn't work. I wish it were good. It doesn't work. Humans just aren't wired that way. It doesn't work very long.
And yet, it's such a common, everybody...
Well, we've been through a period of history when that was supposed to be cool and good. And a lot of people tried it and sort of found out, it doesn't work. If you're single, it's cool and good. If you're in a relationship,
Yeah. My parents tried it. It was messed up.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd they do?
Well, it was the 70s, and there was all kinds of crazy... We used to go to nudist colonies a lot.
Really?
This place called Esalen. Here in California?
It's Echelon, isn't it?
Is it Echelon?
I believe.
Okay, I was a little kid.
Is that up now? Oh,
I remember I got a really bad sunburn on my ass.
That's not up in Topanga Canyon.
And there was a naked dude playing tennis with nothing but tennis shoes on.
Hello.
But anyway, there was a part of this thing called family synergy, where the families would all come together, and I didn't know until many years later that it was all about families getting together and just having sex with each other. All the kids were running around in the nudist colony.
Oh, my.
Everything we've been talking about this. Hey, this is where he gets his creative juices.
You and Jack had similar families, sounds like.
Did you go to nudist colony?
You had a hippie family.
No, I had a hippie family, or a hippie mom, and went to a free-range school where I never learned anything. But I did. No, I had my grandmother. Holy Christ! My grandmother used to walk around in the nude.
Oh no!
And Oh, that's devastating.
That's not right.
Yeah, that's probably why I do the heel jack. That's what my therapist says. But I remember one time, oh my God, there's a nudist camp, was called Elysium or something. It was up like in Topanga Canyon.
Dude, that's the one.
That's the one.
Did you go there?
No. Wait a minute, I recognize you.
I'm sorry, I didn't wear any pants tonight, but you recognize my balls.
My grandmother would say, me and Emery Kenerick are going up there over the weekend. You want to tag along? It's great. It's like, first off, everyone does this whole thing where it's like, hey man, you're free. Well, when you're at the beach, you're wearing 3 ounces of nylon around your nards. You really feel like you're suffocating in these things, like you're in some sort of cocoon. Oh, my God, I'm shirtless, I'm pantless, I'm sockless, I'm shoeless. I feel like I can't breathe. Put on a goddamn Speedo. I feel weird when my nuts are swinging around, I mean, so that whole, like, hey, man, it's great to be nude. Like, I walk around my house, I even just walk around alone, I'll put a towel on. I feel a little better that way. So what do you mean the freedom? You're so confined with the shorts. Those cutoffs are very confining. So that's a weird thing. And everyone just wants to go up there and look at everyone else nude. And then if you don't go, you're uptight.
Right.
And that's where they get you. You're not uptight, are you, man? I mean, about your body? Are you uptight? Why? No, I'm not uptight. Good. So get nude and come on up. And then the sports. Then the volleyball, then the basketball, then the tennis, the tennis and the sing-alongs start coming, badminton and all that stuff. And average age, 74. It's not the kind of nudist camp that you picture when you're beating off the nudist camps.
A lot of good came out of the 60s. But nudist camps was not one of the great things. I contend.
No, and then what? Here's the only thing worse than the nudist camp is the nudist trailer parks, the communities, the nudist community.
Yeah,
that is a.
I think the only thing that came out of the 60s was the civil rights movement. That was it.
Yeah,
that's what we got.
No, come on, some good music.
Good music. I'll give you that.
It was a cultural revolution.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, now look what we did. Kyle and Jack are both here, and we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Well, let's just go ahead and make it a full hour of the best of Loveline and best of Tenacious D.
Yeah, because it was a great show with them.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah.
I like Jack, too.
Yeah, here it is.
Why is this script on it?
It's the biology.
And I just...
Hey, bud. Hey, Lauren. The world's worst producer. Oh, yes. How bad a producer is Lauren?
She's just entertaining the guests.
All right. Tenacious D in the studio tonight.
Dude, that's nothing. I just got surgery. I got my gallbladder removed.
You did?
Really?
Yeah, and I woke up.
Did you just lose a bunch of weight or something?
No.
How'd you get the gallbladder disease?
You know, I've had stones. This is weird.
He's an old man.
The first attack I had of gallstones, I was 16 years old.
In your family?
Yeah, but my grandma, no men have had it. I don't know. There's something wrong with my...
Wild. There's something I've noticed when people lose a bunch of weight all of a sudden, that they'll be precipitated.
What about
you had to weight go up or down? Or anything?
What about
Not really? I've always been pretty fat.
Drew, what about the theory about phallus exposure to the sun at a early age?
Adam, that's what I was going to say next.
Right.
And look,
we just read something in JAMA that if the male penis is exposed to too much sunlight between the age of 9 and 19, that this can
precipitate stones.
Yeah. So maybe. Damn you, Elysium!
Do you have it laparoscopically removed?
Yeah, they went in with tubes. Is that what it means,
Yeah.
laparoscopic?
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Well, yeah, it was cool, but the point of the story is I woke up, after being under for 7 hours. It's supposed to go
7 hours?
It's supposed to go 1 hour, but then when they went in there, it was hiding behind my liver, first of all, so they couldn't really see what they needed to do.
They have to open it?
No, they did not cut open. It's just still the holes. But they saw, when they finally saw the gallbladder, it was super infected and swollen. Mm-hmm. So then they had to, after they took it out, they sucked it out of my belly button.
Yeah.
Then they went back in to make sure that nothing else had become infected, so it took a long time. Anyway, I wake up, disoriented, different room that I went to sleep in. Hello? Anybody? Hello? And then the nurse comes in. Oh, he's awake. Would you mind signing this, Lauren? And I was like,
oh, my God.
And then the other nurse was like, oh, no, don't make him do it. And she said, oh, it's no big deal. He'll do it, won't you? And I said, yeah, I'll do it. And then later I tried to get a card.
Courvoisier's gallbladder.
It's always funny when you sign something, and as you start signing it, and it's to somebody else, the person that is having you sign it starts subtly insulting you. where they do that. My nephew Tim, big fan. I didn't know who you were. And you're starting to write, and they're going.
You mean like a minute ago when Dr. Drew said it was his kids would go crazy?
No, but he didn't insult after that.
Yeah.
No, but they'll start working in. I hadn't heard of you, but he's a big fan. I don't really approve of that kind of humor. And it's like halfway in with your now the pen breaks in your hand. Yeah. Well, what are you supposed to do? You got to do it for the kids, right, Drew? Mm-hmm. All right. Tenacious D here tonight.
Why does anyone want an autograph anyway?
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Although, speaking of subtle put-downs, Kyle a second ago off the air gives us the how many nights a week you guys do this gig? 5 nights. Really? Why? That's our job.
You guys have been doing it.
Yeah, but why?
You guys should go down to a 4-day.
Yeah, we could start cutting back.
Yeah,
let's do that.
Good idea.
Or is my plan, which is instead of 10 hours a week broken up into 5 days a week, what about one marathon show?
10 hours straight?
No, each month. 40 hours.
Beautiful.
40 hours.
Beauty way to go.
It's like you're just giving me drugs. Yeah. I'm starting to get kind of.
What's different about that?
I'm hallucinating by the 37th hour.
Yeah, like I said.
Starting to drop the F-bomb left and right. All right, let's. We
got an easy pad there. You write out the prescriptions.
Yeah, it's very loose. Loosest pen in town. Loosest pen. Let's talk to Matthew. Matthew.
Yeah.
You're 18.
Yeah.
Germany or Florida?
Yeah, I got one for you.
Go ahead.
All right. This guy walks into a grocery store and can't afford anything, so he steals a lobster by stuffing it in his pants. And as he heads out the door, he's castrated by the lobster and bleeds to death on the way to the hospital.
Wow. No. Really?
Really.
Wow. All right. Do Germans have lobsters?
Yes, in this day and age.
Didn't they round them up and try to... Oh, that was the Jews.
Oh, yeah.
That was the Jews. Damn it, I always do that. Okay, so now wait a second.
It has a Floridian feel to it, doesn't it? But
it does
the
feel
bleeding
Floridian.
to death part, nobody would bleed to death after a lobster snip.
That's how my dad went.
I know, but it was in Florida.
All right, but here's the point. Wouldn't we have heard of this if it was in Florida?
Yeah, of course.
But it could be made. Okay, so we're going Germany?
I was going Germany in my mind, yeah.
I'm saying made up Germany.
Made up?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
We're going bogus Germany.
No, it's Florida.
No, but that's bogus.
No, I swear.
Now, a pox on you and your false stories. All right, let's keep moving here. Speak to Angela. Angela,
Yeah,
you're 22.
22.
What's up?
Okay. I have an ex-boyfriend, and we hadn't talked for like 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And just recently we started talking. He's in the Marines, stationed over by you guys in California.
Pendleton?
Mm-hmm.
Pendleton, yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering, like, I started to, like, get feelings for him over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Over the phone, yeah, I know it sounds weird, but I don't know.
Well, no, wait, but there's a reason he's talking to you, too, though.
Why is he talking to you?
I don't know. Like, maybe he's got to have some feelings left.
Yeah, when exes get on the blower and start talking for a while, it usually means there's some interest there.
Yeah, he's interested.
Unless you still got his futon or something. Still have his futon? Still have his futon?
Futon, no.
Catcher's glove? Catcher's mitt? Softball?
Nothing over there that he wants?
No.
All right.
No, he's
into
interested.
you.
We think he's kind of interested in it. It's a sign.
It's a sign.
Yeah, we think he wouldn't
So
be
when he
really...
gets back, I should tell him how I feel and get to know him.
Maybe even before. I would sort of set it up a little bit.
He's out in Los Angeles. He's coming back or
He's
San
coming
Diego,
back at
where
the
the
end
hell
of
it
this
is.
month.
He's going back to Cleveland.
Yes.
Okay. Tell him how you feel.
I'd set it up before he gets, because when he gets home, he's going to be distracted. He's walking home. You set it up, let him have a little expectation built on the homecoming.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did he see any action? What did he do?
He was just over there working. He didn't get to go over to Iraq or anything, so.
He didn't. So
he didn't get
right.
He didn't meet any Iraqis then, huh?
No, he didn't.
You make up a big sign that says "Welcome home, coward."
He's the one that wants to go over there, though.
I know, but all the guys who don't get to go say that. It's that sort of let me at him and then hold me back.
Angela, I think it's going to work. Got a good feeling.
Yeah, we feel good about this.
Thank you.
All right, we give it a blessing.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Jack. Hi, guys. You guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Buy the DVD, by the way, the Tenacious DVD.
I will totally do that.
Thank you. Makes a wonderful homecoming gift.
Good times. Oh, yeah, military guys eat that kind of humor.
Oh, they love it.
They love it. The younger, the more, in the Marines especially, 17, 18-year-old guys, love that kind of humor. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Well, that's the best stuff.
We told you.
Yeah.
We told you it's the best stuff.
I want to thank the Andy Dicks and the Tristas and the 311s and the Jack Blacks
and
Kyle
Nichols for setting those up.
Yeah. I want to thank them all for coming in and making it possible tonight. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.